Have you ever poured your heart into a prosperity journal only to feel like nothing changed? You're definitely not alone. Today, let's dive into some hidden pitfalls of positive thinking in financial journaling that might be holding you back. For many, financial journaling feels almost magical. You jot down your dreams and visualize your goals, but then silence. The excitement fades, leaving you wondering what went wrong. Many don't realize that positive thinking can sometimes lead us into unexpected traps. Imagine if this you're filled with hope as you write about that dream house or the freedom to travel. The words flow easily, but deep down, you might be missing something crucial. What about the practical steps? If your journal becomes a space for wishful thinking instead of a guide for action, you could be setting yourself up for disappointment. A common mistake is focusing solely on the outcome, painting a picture of success without considering the obstacles. It's like building a castle on quicksand, more dreaming, less preparation. Can you see how that could lead to frustration? Now, picture yourself at the end of the month, flipping through your entries. You see all those affirmations yet struggle to find any real progress. Why is that? Because positivity alone doesn't create change. It can blind you to the hard work and accountability needed to move forward. What if I told you that simply writing down your goals could be a double-edged sword? It's easy to feel accomplished just by jotting down your dreams, but that sense of achievement can lead to complacency. Have you ever been misled into thinking you've done enough? Let's raise the stakes. What if your journal isn't just a tool for manifesting wealth, but also a mirror reflecting your fear of failure? Every blank page can amplify your doubts, making you question your potential. Suddenly, that page isn't just for dreams, it becomes a stage for your insecurities. So, where do we go from here? It's time to shift your mindset. Instead of simply listing your desires, dig deeper. What's really holding you back? Write about your fears alongside your dreams. Be honest with yourself. This creates a more balanced approach. As we wrap up, take a moment to reflect on your journey. Financial journaling can be powerful, but it's not a magic wand. Think about how to turn your journal into an action plan rather than just a wish list. If you've found this helpful, consider sharing your thoughts. Join the conversation, and let's redefine what prosperity truly means together. What if your positive thinking journal might be leading you astray? Imagine filling pages with dreams and aspirations, yet feeling stuck in a repetitive loop. Many people jump into financial journaling, believing it's all about visualizing wealth, but there's a hidden downside. Focusing solely on positivity can blind you to critical challenges. Think about it. You jot down your goals, repeating "I will be a millionaire" day after day. But what about the tough realities? Ignoring real obstacles can actually hold you back. Picture yourself at a social event where everyone is sharing their latest investment wins. You nod along, but deep down, you know you haven't addressed your spending habits. You're caught in a cycle of affirmations while overlooking deeper issues. Let's dig deeper. The pressure to stay positive can lead to self-deception. You might convince yourself that if you ignore your debts, they'll just disappear. But that's a slippery slope. Imagine writing about saving more, yet each month you find yourself overspending on unnecessary items. Frustrating, right? The gap between your intentions and actions keeps widening. Here's the real risk: this disconnect can make you feel like a failure. The more you write, the further you drift from your goals, creating a cycle of guilt that undermines the positivity you aimed to cultivate. So, what's the solution? What's the solution? Well, yes. It's not about abandoning positive thinking altogether, it's about finding balance. Acknowledge your dreams, but don't shy away from the realities of your financial situation. But don't shoot. Your bio they show they show you Be honest in your journal. Write about what's genuinely holding you back. This isn't about wallowing in negativity, it's about moving forward with clarity. Consider how empowering it can be to see both sides of the equation. Of the sit of the other area, Kawi, OKPPB, both you, PA, should. By embracing the full picture, you are paving the way for real success. As you close that journal, remember it's not just about dreaming big. It's about facing the tough details head-on. So, take a moment to reflect on your journey. Are you ready to confront what's hiding behind those optimistic pages? What if I told you that your prosperity journal might be holding you back? It sounds wild, right? But there's a hidden truth beneath those pages filled with positive affirmations. You might think that focusing solely on the good is the key to financial success. However, in our relentless pursuit of positivity, we often overlook something crucial. Are you ready to dive into the hidden traps of positive thinking in your financial journaling? Imagine if this you sit down every day, pen in hand, jotting down your dreams and aspirations. But what if this daily ritual is doing more than just boosting your mood? What if it's creating a disconnect from your reality? Many people don't realize that ignoring the negative can warp their perception of progress. Let's consider a common scenario. You've set ambitious goals like achieving financial independence, buying a new car, or planning that dream vacation. You write these aspirations down daily with unwavering optimism. But have you paused to reflect on your fears or setbacks? This is where many stumble. By brushing aside these feelings, you might be training your mind to overlook the very signals that could lead to real solutions. Think about it. You might feel anxious about an upcoming bill, yet you write, money flows easily to me. That sounds great, but what about that knot in your stomach? It's a signal that needs your attention. What if that anxiety is urging you to recess your spending habits? More importantly, what if your journal is steering you away from addressing these feelings? Now, here's the serious part. Each time you ignore those stress signals, they don't just disappear. Instead, they build up, quietly simmering beneath your attempts to stay positive. You could find yourself stuck in a cycle, feeling overwhelmed yet still pushing to maintain that upbeat mindset. It's like trying to drive a car with the brakes on. Eventually, something has to give, and it might be your financial well-being. But don't lose hope. A shift in perspective could be your saving grace. What if, instead of pushing away negative emotions, you embraced them? Acknowledging stress doesn't mean abandoning positivity, it means becoming a more well-rounded thinker. Sure, here's a refined version of your script chunk. Start by writing down what feels uncomfortable about your finances. Document those stress signals, as they might lead you to a breakthrough. As you adopt this new approach, imagine how your relationship with money could change. Instead of skimming over tough proofs, you'll confront them directly, paving the way for genuine growth. You'll celebrate your successes while also learning valuable lessons from your struggles. So, what's the key takeaway here? A prosperous mindset isn't just about relentless positivity, it's about balance. Recognizing stress signals is a crucial step on your journey to financial freedom. You see, your journey